Hi everyone, I'm Paula Reed with a developing story. U.S. officials now say all indications are that North Korea launched an intercontinental ballistic missile Tuesday. If true, that would be the first time the regime has successfully fired a missile capable of reaching the United States. North Korean state media released a video of the test. The images also show the country's leader Kim Jong-un celebrating. U.S. military officials say it was a two-stage rocket with a range of several thousand miles. The missile flew nearly 600 miles after being launched from North Korea's western coast. It reached an altitude of more than 1,500 miles before landing in the Sea of Japan. U.S. Pacific Command said it tracked the missile for 37 minutes, and independent scientists say it could have reached Alaska. President Trump reacted on Twitter, writing, "Does this guy have anything better to do with his life?" And perhaps China will put a heavy move on North Korea and end this nonsense once and for all. Our David Martin is on the phone now. David, thank you so much for being with us. So what does the United States do about this now?
Well, if you remember, back in January, Kim Jong-un, the dictator of North Korea, gave a New Year's address in which he boasted that his country was near to achieving the capability to launch an intercontinental ballistic missile. And at the time, then President-elect Trump tweeted, quote unquote, "It won't happen." Well, now it has happened, and the U.S. is going to have to decide on a course of action. The Pentagon has prepared options which include shows of military force, such as flying long-range nuclear bombers over the Korean Peninsula and test firing U.S. missiles that are already based in South Korea. But one official tells me that the options do not include plans for any actual strikes against North Korea, although he would not rule out the possibility that there might be covert cyber attacks. But within this, you have to remember that although this is indeed a first and something that the president-elect vowed would not happen, one test does not equal a weapon that North Korea can rely on. The next test could be a failure. That has certainly been the history of the development of U.S. missiles. And the big unknown is North Korea able to put a miniaturized nuclear device on the tip of that missile, one that is small enough so that the missile can carry it the 4,000 miles needed to reach Alaska, and one that is sturdy enough so that when that warhead begins to re-enter the atmosphere and experiences all the heat and buffeting of coming back in contact with the Earth's atmosphere involves, it will survive that kind of violence and still be able to perform. So it is much too soon to say that North Korea has an intercontinental ballistic missile, but it is not too soon to say that North Korea has tested an intercontinental ballistic missile.
David, what do you make of the timing of this launch? This is, of course, one of our most patriotic holidays. What message do you think Kim Jong-un could be trying to send?
Well, North Korea has a history of doing these tests on holidays or other days of significance, either to them, significant anniversaries, or to us. Many analysts had expected some kind of test last week when the South Korean president was in Washington for talks with President Trump. That did not happen. The next opportunity would have been July 4th, and it happened here in the United States on July 3rd, but because North Korea is on the other side of the date line, it was July 4th there, and I'm sure that is no accident.
David Martin, thank you so much.